And I tell you, I wear dresses and skirts a lot. It's a thing I like to do. People get the wrong idea, though. Because they see it and they think, like, oh, she must be a girly girl, like wearing dresses, wearing skirts. Honestly, though, quite the opposite is true about me. In fact, I wear dresses and skirts a lot because I, too, also like to piss on the side of the road sometimes. I like you guys. We're going to have some fun. So, I feel like we're on good terms, so I'm going to tell you guys something about myself. Dan introduced me as Mollie Sperduto, but I got to let you guys in on a little secret. Mollie is not my real name. Just when you thought you knew me, right? So I will tell you, I was born Amalia Sperduto because my parents wanted me to spend my entire life correcting people. Yeah, amen. In fact, so that's been my plight. Who's the one that said hell yeah? It was like at that table, right?
Amen.
Amen? Hell yeah, amen. They're synonyms. They're synonyms. So what is your name, if I may ask?
Janelsi?
Janelsi?
Yes.
Were your parents trying to decide between several names and just kind of... Or like, is one of your parents Spanish, so they went Janelle? See? Like...
Jackie Nelson, the Puerto Rican.
Jackie Nelson and Puerto Rican. I guessed it entirely. But yes, Amalia Sperduto. It's a very Italian name. It's so Italian that if you say it 3 times in front of a mirror, the ghost of James Gandolfini appears in front of you. It's a very Italian name. And you know, it makes sense, because when you look at me, you think to yourself, now there's a girl who looks about as Italian as Jackie Chan. Yeah, I am half Italian though. My dad's the Italian side, my mom's side is stuff. We'll figure it out eventually. But I tried to figure it out. My husband and I, we got those 23andMe kits. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Those of you that don't, 23andMe, it's an ancestry testing kit. So you get this teeny tiny little vial and you're supposed to produce a little bit of spit to go into it. And about 26 years later, you finally get the damn thing filled. It was the weirdest date night he ever had me on, but the results came back and it was completely unhelpful for my mother's side. Like, yes, there's a smattering of Irish, that makes sense, I have red hair, but then otherwise it was broadly Northwestern European, broadly Northern European, broadly European, and 1% Native American and or African, and I went, wait. I mean, there's a whole lot to unpack here, but why do they lump them into the same category? They're completely different. I'm like, what is the other 1%? Your 1% is possibly Norwegian or Japanese. We don't know. You'll figure it out. So, yeah, completely unhelpful about my mother, though. So we know my dad's Italian. My mother's the fucking Epcot Center. But it is. Well, I have in-laws that are also half Italian. They're fun though because they're half Italian and they're half Jewish. In-laws also do that. And at Christmas time, they have a big sign that they put up over their mantle and it says joy. And at Hanukkah, they remove the J. But there are a couple nice things about summer though. One thing I have done a couple summers in a row is I do teach. I run like some camp programs, then teach people theater and comedy and the like. So for a small fee, your 10 to 12-year-old can be up here talking about their own public urination habits. But yeah, so I get a. So do you guys get like a whole slew of age ranges, or do you work with a specific one?
It's a range.
Same. So that's kind of what I get. Like I get like super young ones. I get teenagers. But my favorite demographic is the 13 to 15-year-olds, especially the girls. Hear me out on this, because those 13 to 15-year-old girls are trying so hard to prove to the world that they're like 23 years old. And so am I.